How are Erie teachers reacting to this proposed bipartisan gun safety legislation?
Yeah, especially the teachers who helped their students through a shooting incident and lockdown at Erie High back in April. Tonight, our Lisa Adams is here in the studio. Lisa, you reached out to the teachers union today, the Erie Education Association, for their reaction. What did you find out?
Good evening again, Eva and Mike. Some of the teachers are still traumatized by what they saw and heard that day, and it's only compounded by the carnage in Uvalde, Texas. So they are encouraged that lawmakers are cooperating on solutions, but believe there's plenty of work to be done right here in Erie's public schools.
Special ed teacher Jessica Nunez is still traumatized by images of the Erie High shooting victim coming to her classroom as she was locking her door to protect other students.
Hearing my students screaming, lock the door, and seeing my student bleeding and not knowing how to help him or what to do. There's no training that could ever prepare you for that situation.
And whether bipartisan gun safety measures at the federal level would have prevented the Erie High shooting or not, she will welcome steps to try and keep guns out of the wrong hands.
Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter what party affiliation you are. Our children deserve to be safe. It's not, my child doesn't go to school here, so it's okay. My child is safe. These are our children. This is our future.
Grievance Chair Stephanie Domowitz, also a teacher at Erie High, says the bipartisan effort is a start, but not enough to address the multitude of problems contributing to violence in schools.
Our first priority is the child. And when we see a kid who has 200, 250 disruptive behavior events, that child is not in our building for an education. They are not successful by any metric.
So while federal lawmakers work on tightening gun purchasing and safety rules, the teachers believe there's more work to do right in Erie's public schools to bring a consistent discipline framework and school-wide communication about kids in trouble.
That's kind of what we're seeing here, is where we just need to tighten up what our procedures and expectations are so that we're all on the same page and we're all working in the same direction for the benefit of the kids.
And working in the same direction might mean more interventions, mental health counseling, or placement in a more restrictive environment. The bipartisan bill does call for investments in mental health and school security resources, but the Erie teachers told me that clear and consistent programs are not always about money. Live in the studio, Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.